think about 2011, just as the County Council was pulling funding a bit from youth projects, we decided that we would all band together to make the Copeland Youth Network, to share good practice, to do joint funding bids together, and saw the need to support each other, because we've done a lot of joint kind of bids together. I think you're stronger together. 7 projects in Copeland covering 9 areas. Some projects are quite new, like South Whitehaven, and others like the Phoenix and the Dissington Clubs for Young People have been here for like 20 plus years. I think the Copeland Youth Network is quite unique in Cumbria. We're very lucky, and it is seen as a model of good practice. There's a similarity between all of the projects across what was the old Copeland area, but they're all very unique in what they offer. So there are some projects that only deliver within the youth centre. There are some projects that have specific outreach work. There are some projects that do some work in schools as well as the kind of youth clubs. All the projects offer youth, the traditional youth clubs and informal education and trips, activities, holiday provision, all across the board that happens, but then there's the little nuances for each individual project.
So Shackles offers a range of activities. Fun obviously in the heart of everything we do. That's the reason they walk through them door. It's a place that they feel that they can belong. It's youth centred and it's youth led, so they feed into what activities they want to do. Hence tonight they're doing pancakes. Teenagers love food. It's actually much more than that, youth provision. It's about informal workshops that we do on topics. It's about providing education on areas that they maybe not get at school or at home. I think a big topic will always be within the youth work is supporting the mental health and encourage the emotional health and well-being. So it is the centre around everything we do. These various spin-offs that come from that, you cover sort of like drug and alcohol use. At the moment, vaping's a big trend, so we always try and keep on trend to give them the education around, what they're open to at the moment and what they could be currently subject to.
So, firstly, I would say it's a safe place for them to come, somewhere where they can come and relax and talk to youth workers about issues that they maybe have at home or have in school, and generally just chill. And I think because we have that sort of relationship and the respect of the young people, that's why we're so popular with our numbers and stuff. At the moment, we're anything between 25 and 35 each night. And young people come in, they know that they've got to do workshops maybe twice a week. So they do informal workshops around issues that involve young people, so it could be vaping, it could be drugs and alcohol. And then we do quizzes, we play games. So I think they like that mix as well, but also because we give them time to chill and we're not at them all the time.
We've got 80, I think it's about 87, 88 on our books at the moment. That includes right up to 16-year-olds, right going down to 4-year-olds. I think if I start with the younger group, that package is more sort of family orientated, that it's about families getting together, and obviously a lot of the parents can meet up where they don't get a chance to, either at work or things like that they bring their children. And these kinds of sessions are often revolving around arts and crafts, and then still do use the Xbox and the Wii, and we've also got we've got different TVs as well. And any kind, some board games, we get them out sometimes. And then we have somebody comes in on a Tuesday, does multi-sports. But then we have to the other extreme that we do with the teenagers. They do like the Xbox, but they also like to just sit, or we might sit around the tables and just have a chat, depending on. We might do some issue-based work that's more, like I say, centred around the older ones, or they might simply just want to chill out on the couches, just want to be somewhere different from home.
Yeah, we're a charity. We're based in Claytonmoor and Friserton. We've been around for about 21 years now. Last year was our 20th year. So we work with young people aged 8 to 19. So we've got our young group, which is our 8 to 12-year-old group, and we've got our teenage group, our 13 to 19-year-olds. And it's very much our younger group, which you maybe hear in the background, is very much about play and learning, developing, and very much feeds our older group. But there's still a good chunk of informal education there, so we'll talk about issues that affect them, whether it's things like staying safe on the internet, whether it's staying safe in the community, being a good friend, could be kind of an issue. We will talk about things like mental health, but we'll talk about it in a very different way. Teenagers, still got to be fun, otherwise they aren't going to come, but there's more emphasis on the recreational equipment, on the pool table, on the Xbox, and you know, FIFA's always a big room with the lads. But again, big part of what is youth work is informal education. So we talk about drugs, we talk about sexual health, we talk about risk-taking behaviour, we talk about antisocial behaviour, and you get points for those. So all of our trips, we do trips every single school holidays, are all completely free, but you can't go for nothing either. So we've got something called rewards for actions. So you collect points throughout the year from doing your workshops. We also do community tasks, and you can do accredited awards like DASDAN awards. You top those points up, and then you have a trip and you spend your points. It's difficult to do a big one-size-fits-all, but school does let certain young people down. Those that, you know, are pigeonholed from a young age have been disruptive, or who aren't going to achieve, you know, they're not always, you know, looked after and always kind of taught in the way they should. So youth work can help the individual. We can help them. We can develop young people. We can help get things on their CV. We can do CV work. We can get them a bit job ready, and we can provide a place where they're just trusted, where they thrive. You know, we anecdotally hear stories sometimes about young people who are really good in here and even help out and volunteer, and they're a trouble or a nuisance at school, and where it's like, how does that work? And that's due to the different environment. So to be honest with you, the two couldn't be further away really. A youth club is a young person's recreational space. They decide to come here, so it's voluntary. They've got to go to school. All the young people here today come here because they want to come here, because it's fun, because they want to engage with us, they trust us, they enjoy their time here, and they get a lot out of it as well.
So what we've got here is we've got a very large youth space which has got the various activities young people would like to engage in, which is sort of the pool, the table tennis, the darts, but also just a big space that they can sit and meet. We've got some comfy sofas just to talk to the youth workers, talk to the staff, and we do a number of workshops around issues that concern them. And then at the rear of our premises we've got this large sports hall, and then we added a climbing wall to one end of it. Our staff fall into two halves in a way, so we've got some people who work inside, and then we employ some outdoor instructors. So they do take young people into the lakes or to do activities there, but they also take them on trips up to Scotland, across to the northeast, and then every year we have a sailing voyage. So we book a week on a yacht with Ocean Youth Trust. Here they sailed from Glasgow across to Northern Ireland and back.
One of the reasons for starting this role is that a lot of the managers felt that they needed that support, and that there was kind of nothing there really. And so we kind of thought that we would do a pilot, and previous to my role there was a pilot which kind of informed that there was a bit of a higher level of support needed, which informed my role, and we kind of thought that would be about 3 years. But we've now realised from the feedback forms that we've been given that because things are changing, and within the network in the last couple of years there is at least 3 new managers, that role probably will need to be extended in the future. What happened in the past was there was county council youth workers, okay, and over the years, funding cuts and everything, that became less and less. And in 2014, what happened just prior to 2014 is there was a lot of projects like the Phoenix Project, the Harbour Youth Project, that got money from the county council, and in 2014 all of that was pulled, and there was no kind of county council youth work, as it were. So that was a really difficult time for youth projects, and we were very lucky to have the Copeland Community Fund in the area, and they saw the benefit of what was happening. I mean, for an area like ours to have so many youth projects providing the high quality outcomes that they are is quite unusual. I think it's kind of unique, really. I think we're all in the network, we're all very grateful for the support that we get from Copeland Community Fund. We wouldn't be able to provide the level of support that we do to young people in Copeland if we didn't have that support. And I think I was delighted when I heard that they were going to partially fund the role that I do, and they saw the importance of that. You know, some funders don't see that importance of you know, the backroom stuff, but I think Copeland Community Funds saw the importance of, you know, the underpinning systems and that kind of ensure that high quality youth work happens, really. You know, I'd like to think that hope that Copeland Community Fund will continue to fund us, and you know, that there's great outcomes for young people in West Cumbria.